What up, family? Welcome back to Yeah, I Said It, the podcast for all things sports, podcast for the fans and by us, the fans. And today, we're going to talk about the NBA, y'all. Everything, all NBA. We talk about the NBA playoffs today, and we're going to get into a debate on who is better.
Why y'all start laughing? If y'all could have held it, I could have held it. Keep going,
and I'm not editing it out either. Chris Paul or Russell Westbrook, goddammit.
Keep going, bro.
Who's
Keep
better?
going.
No entrance. We're just gonna get straight into it. So the NBA playoffs kicked off this past weekend. It's been a great time. I've been enjoying these games, man. The physicality in it. So if you have not been aware, which if you are tuned into our podcast, you definitely should be aware that the NBA playoffs started this weekend. And so far, the teams that are up, so the Bucks and the Heat are playing into a very good game. Giannis did hurt his back. So the Bucks are up 1-0. The Cavs are down to the Knicks 1-0. The 76ers are up 2-0 on the Nets. It looks like the Celtics are going to be up 2-0 on the Hawks. Because ain't they showing that game on NBA TV today, Darius?
Yeah.
So
it's 62-82 right now.
There you go. So we got
it's not even worth watching, bro. Like they're terrible games. Yeah, they look like the number 2 and the number 7 seed, respectively. It just looks like that.
Yeah. You got the Nuggets up on the T-Wolves, 1-0. The Suns are surprisingly down 1-0 to the Clippers. The Kings are surprisingly to some, not to me, are up 2-0, and the Grizz are down 1-0 to the Lakers. All right, so we're gonna kick this thing off right. Where y'all want to start, man? We can go anywhere with this.
We should start with the Warriors game last night.
No, we're gonna start with the Hawks are ass. Okay, we got that out the way. Now we gonna start with now we go to the Warriors game. Go ahead, do your thing, Brianna.
Yes, go ahead. Tell us how you're feeling about this Warriors game. I mean, the Hawks are ass, and I don't think Denver's gonna lose to the T-Wolves. They're not ready yet, so I don't think we need to talk about that either. So, but yeah. Go ahead, Brianna. What you thinking about the Warriors? You want to talk about Draymond doing the A-Town stump on your boy last night?
So you do the A-Town stomp. Do the A-Town stomp.
Very disrespectful. Very disrespectful, y'all.
That's what it looked like. That's what it looked like.
How many times I gotta tell y'all about Draymond?
Oh boy,
Draymond is a menace. Okay,
I can't even let you have a stomp on the Draymond chest, bro. And he grabbed his leg.
I agree with you. I'm just joking.
So what I'm saying is, yes, I agree. He grabbed his leg. They was both wrong, but for you to step on that man's, you did not have to step on that man's chest.
Time out.
You did not have to. There was 100 different ways that it could have been avoided.
And one of them
step on that man's chest.
One of them was the way
you could have kicked that man, kick him, do it.
In the face. Kicking him in the face get you
a couple games. No, you could have kicked him in the chest. You stomped on his chest. You
did kick him in the chest.
You put your whole 200 and something pound body weight on this man's chest.
Somebody ever grabbed your leg in a situation? You ever had your leg
when you try to run the other way?
Have you ever had your leg grabbed in a situation?
It wasn't he wasn't trying to be malicious. I get it, but him doing that was like overboard. You was doing too much.
I'm gonna tell you, I've had my leg
grabbed. You did too much.
I've had my leg grabbed in a situation. Sometimes
you did too much.
You better let go of my leg. It don't matter. I didn't start it. I didn't grab you. You grabbed me. While I'm trying to run, you ever trip somebody? You ever just did?
He wasn't going nowhere.
Right when them two legs get to moving, you hit your friend with the scoop. Your friend ever been really pissed and was like, "Man, you better be glad you moved because I would kick you so hard right now." No.
Hold Hold on. First off,
If it's a friend, it's different. Like my friend did trip me one time, and you know, back in the day, used to have we had trailers outside. We was in trailers outside, right? And so on the trailers, it was like graded. The stairway was graded. It was like graded, like you know how you grade cheese. It was graded, and I fell, skinned up everything, all of this, all my. But it was my friend. Of course, I was a little upset, but I wasn't like, dang, I'm gonna beat her ass upset.
Y'all didn't fight over that?
We did not.
Y'all thought no
I actually know. I know some friends that would have fought over that.
Hold on.
We did not.
Went to blows.
Hold on.
We did not fight over that.
I fought my friends for less.
Two things.
I have fought my friends for less, but no, I did not.
Two things can be true. One, he shouldn't have grabbed his leg, and two, Draymond shouldn't have stomped on him.
That man, yes.
He should not have. Because
I agree, Sabonis was wrong.
This is my thing. In this situation, first off, you already know in sports, the person who retaliates is going to get it regardless.
Correct.
The thing is, if you had room to jump up and stomp on him, nigga, your leg was free. So you didn't have to do all of that. Now,
that's what I
understand the reaction. I completely understand the reaction.
Yes.
But also, he was not running. He wasn't running.
He wasn't. That's
why
what I'm
he was
saying.
able to grab
to
this
stomp
nigga
on
by
that
the
nigga.
foot.
He was trying to run. He grabbed the man by his
trying to run.
He was trying to run.
He was trying to run.
That was the leg that he was taking off to run.
No.
Come on, guys.
If that was the case, if that was the case, Draymond would have failed.
Then he would have
kicked him in the face.
Now, he almost fell.
He did not almost fall.
He was boom! Like, hey,
no.
Hey man, you grab a man's leg, what you expect to happen?
No.
This man jumped up and did a finish him kick to the chest. Guess what? You can't do that shit. I'm not saying he not right to retaliate. Snatch your leg from out there, grab this nigga, pick him up, whatever. But you can't stomp him in the chest.
Stomp him?
You just can't
he
do
did
that.
Too much. And it doesn't help that it's Draymond, y'all. It does not help that it's this nigga. Like anything you do is an issue.
That's true. That part is true.
I'm not saying the flagrant 2 wasn't warranted, but he did grab his leg. So
and Buddy should have got a flagrant for grabbing his leg.
He got a flagrant 1.
He got flagrant 1.
Yeah, bro.
Listen,
that's why when it happened, and they was like, no, he grabbed his leg. Draymond just stomped him a little too hard.
That's crazy.
It was an exaggerated stomp, but he still grabbed his leg, man.
He did. And he was wrong for that. I agree he was wrong for that.
I'm going to tell you, I done donkey kicked somebody on some steps for grabbing my legs. I'm not even going to lie to you. Like, straight up donkey kick. And guess what we were?
You stepping on that man's chest.
Guess what we were?
What were y'all? Wait a minute. What were you guys, Blair?
We were cool, and we still cool. I'm not even going to
on steps. These niggas wasn't on steps.
I don't care. He grabbed his leg.
Trash.
I
personally do not.
I get it. Don't grab the man. If you didn't grab his leg, he wouldn't have stepped up. They didn't. That's not an Indomitian Sue, bro. And he just house your face with his cleat out there because he smoked you on the ground. That ain't how that worked, bro. Sabonis hits the floor from a non-existent foul, grabs Draymond's leg. Draymond exaggerates the leg pull. He did pull it. Once he realized it was friction, he exaggerated, stomped on Buddy, used the same leg to walk over him and continue his stride. He did it all in one motion.
If you could get your leg free, you could have kept from stomping on him.
He said he wasn't that straight. His leg had to come down somewhere. He's not that.
It shouldn't have come down on his chest.
Draymond said he wasn't that. I can't quit. Hey, listen. If I
what
can't,
you mean?
Draymond's a liar.
You mean the man?
Hey,
you mean the
Draymond's
man?
a liar.
Hey, let me tell y'all something.
Hold on. You mean the man who kicked someone in the face is not that
Draymond's a liar.
Hey, let me ask y'all a question. If you can't question a man's honor about hamstrings and ankles and calves, what they body can, don't question that man's stretchability. You don't
That
know
man's a
how flexible
liar.
What you
Draymond is.
mean?
He's a
You
liar.
gotta,
on,
You're
hey,
telling
look,
me,
when
Come
a
on.
man say his
hold
hamstring
on.
a little
You
tingly,
telling me, hold on.
He's a
You
liar.
when my
telling
Wait a
man
minute
say his
now.
hamstring is a little
He's a
tingly,
liar.
you gotta
So
believe
you
him.
telling me
No.
that he's strong enough to get out of this death grip that you claim Sabonis had on his goddamn on his ankle? But now once it's over, you like, oh no, I can't do all.
I can't do all that. I
Here's
can't do
the
all that.
thing. You're not factoring in the extraneous forces that is happening. Things are moving at a
The
speed
man had his
that
leg
we are
out.
not aware of. That man had a leg. My man pulled his leg.
No.
He almost fell. He pulled it hard enough to know somebody
Listen.
had his leg in a moment of running. You done been tripped running, bro, trying to slow down, trying to catch
The
your
man
momentum.
wasn't running.
All I'm saying is the man grabbed his leg. He went to run. He couldn't run. So he
I
stepped
don't want to
down.
hear it.
He stepped down and finished stepping through.
I don't want to hear it.
I don't understand. The man had his leg impeded. It was
No.
hard to swing it all the way. His momentum was off. He was fixing it.
No.
Guess what? His momentum carried him off to the locker room. That's what it did.
You know what, bro? I dig that. And Draymond got to eat that.
Fair, but
bro, I'm with it.
Personally,
I'm with it. That man, yeah, I'm with it, cuz.
Yeah, I mean, I personally had no problem with Draymond, what Draymond did. I have no
Lord.
problem with Buddy. I like the physical play. I can't then not want to accept it when they actually get physical. I like that shit. I like the aggressive.
Bruh,
I like them talking
so
shit.
you calling grabbing somebody's ankle and somebody getting stumped physical play?
What I'm saying is, I'm not mad at it. That's what I'm saying. I'm not mad at it. But am I like, oh, that's right, that's how y'all supposed to play? No, you ain't supposed to grab the man's whole leg so the man can't go nowhere. What? Yeah, I mean, I understand that. One, this is my thing. Draymond does this to everybody else. Let's be real.
That's the problem.
Does do this. He does do things like this to everybody.
I ain't going down that road. We talking.
Wait a minute.
That's the problem.
Wait a minute now.
Hey man, Draymond is from Michigan.
I don't give a damn where he from.
We know that's your homeboy.
We know that's your homeboy.
They'll step on you at the house. They'll just do it. Don't grab the leg.
Understandable.
I've seen a homeboy I've seen a homeboy eat a shoe in the face because he grabbed the leg, dude. I done seen it.
I have too.
I don't care.
But what I'm saying is, what's good for the good. You can't be too mad when somebody else do the same kind of bullshit you be doing to you. That's why he just went on ahead and gave him a little kick to the chest real quick and was like, hey man, everything all fair. We all good. That's why I'm like, I ain't got no problem with it. He ain't out here complaining like, oh nah, man, they grabbed me last game. He did after this game. He just explained himself like, look, I ain't gonna have too much more people grabbing on my leg. That's the second time somebody done for that team to grab a leg. I'm gonna go ahead and give him a little kick real quick.
Damn, look, just gonna look.
He can't let that ride though, y'all. Come on now. You can't let
I ain't
ride.
gonna let nobody do no Draymond shit to me, Draymond Green.
But besides that, besides the whole Draymond thing, I can already see this coming a mile away. If hopefully, first off, do you guys feel like Draymond should be suspended after this?
No.
Nah.
The ejection was good. You got ejected. Yeah, let it go.
It wasn't like it led to like some full-blown crazy altercation.
Right.
Like that. Sabonis did something. Draymond reacted to it.
And it is what it is.
Went to their separate whatever. He got the flagrant one. He got the flagrant two. Yeah, you let that.
Let it go. Yeah.
Yeah. I think we all agree with that.
Did we already do our pick? We already did pick?
Well, see, Rihanna, you were gone last week, and apparently, as you've seen, I have to issue an apology to the fans because the video got corrupted, guys. We would have put it out. This is episode 147. 147 was supposed to be last week, but the video after I got edited and everything was done. It it got destroyed somehow. I don't know. I couldn't upload it to my computer no more. It just was finito. So our bad, but we back again this
FBI
week.
stole
I
it.
got the problem corrected. But last week,
So
Brianna,
perfect.
we all
I'm right on time.
in the West.
I can't tell
Sean,
you.
I'm trying to remember Sean's Eastern Conference pick, but in the West, Sean picked the Lakers. Obviously, but also so did me and Darius pick the Lakers.
Oh,
Blair, did you pick the
Lord.
Lakers, or who'd you go with?
We
I
But
didn't-
to go to the
Western
finals.
Conference Finals.
I didn't pick the Lakers, bro.
Hey,
Who'd
I
you
tell you
going
what I
with?
did pick.
You went with the Suns?
I probably picked the Suns.
Yeah, I think you went with the
I
Suns.
probably-
Tell you what I did pick. I picked the Kings in 6 games.
I definitely almost picked the Kings to go from the Western Conference, but I end up going with the Sun. I end up going with the Lakers.
We're doing all the way picks, or I thought we was doing like
We're
the
just
breakdown.
what we just did is who we got going to the finals. We didn't say who was winning
Oh.
it.
We can do who we think gonna win these series now. But I had already said in the last video,
Yes,
hey, the Kings was gonna beat the Warriors.
yes,
Okay.
yes.
Blair was telling me something
And I
about
agree.
them winning on the road, some shit that was like non-existent for them all season.
Blair, you got Sacramento or
They
the
still,
Warriors?
they still only need one road game, bro. They still
Yeah,
only
I'm saying.
need one road game.
Hey,
So who do
Hey.
you have? The
Oh,
Warriors?
they
at
still
Mike
going
Smith.
Warriors. I'm not gonna pick Sacramento
Oh, okay.
just because now that ain't happening. Oh, you
Okay.
writing it down, Brianna?
Yep,
Right.
you know I am. You know I am not playing with y'all.
Yeah, she's writing it down.
Blair.
She's writing it down.
Write
Go,
it
Blair. How do
down. Write
you-
it down.
How do you feel about the first 2 games and how they transpired there?
You asking
Home
me?
court advantage.
Yeah.
I feel like they played like Golden State games all season. They were close, and then they lost it at the house. They're a little careless. They're still careless with the ball. It hasn't exactly turned into playoff whatever, but they have a very good home record, so they still got to
But
go in
Also,
in Golden State.
but the Kings are the best road team in the Western Conference.
That record still ain't better than Golden State home record.
It still means something though. It's not like they just gonna be some slouches going in there.
I don't know you don't know what's gonna happen under these circumstances.
I
Now,
know
I will-
because you thought that Golden State was gonna win one of these first 2 games.
All I said is they have to win one somewhere. I don't care where they win it at. They just got to win one. Because if they hold home court, win game 3 and 4. I don't care if it's a sloppy clog fest and they win by a point in both games.
I don't know if they can, man.
It is why not? Well, what is all right? So now you got the stuff. That I was,
Okay, this is
I'm watching the first 2 games. The pick and roll is killing them.
they can't stop Fox.
They can't stop Fox or Sabonis. And
They just can't.
It's like when it comes to like the end of the game, it's like they just like, you remember how we used to be like, oh, a team live by the 3, die by the 3. That just kind of died out, but it seems like they just start throwing up a bunch of bullshit at the end of the game. Not even some of it don't even be good bullshit. Like the first game, Wiggins was 1 for 8 from 3. You like, okay, he missed, the little last second shot or whatever. Cool. Shoot. The second game, Wiggins played better. Steph wasn't I ain't gonna say he played amazing, but he had 28. Clay played
he was
a good
terrible
game.
from 3, bro. He kept all the 2s was falling. The 3s was not his friend.
Shit, he still had 28.
This is what I feel like
And they still
how it's
lost.
gonna play out. The next game, just because of what has happened in the previous 2 games and how physical they've been, I don't think they're gonna let them play that way in the third game. I think they're gonna call it a lot more closer. But I think the Warriors have a better chance of winning game 3. If they don't win game 3, we already know it's over. But I think the Warriors win game 3, and then game 4 is going to tell us a lot about what happens. But I personally think that the Kings are going to pull it out. So you can write that down, take a picture. I don't give a fuck.
You know I got it.
I'm going with the Kings. I think the Kings are going to pull this out. I think the Kings. Who you got?
I also have Sacramento.
I mean,
only because they had the home court advantage. They got it.
but they
And
still didn't
it's
win the
just
season series. So we'll see, man.
they match up. It's like they're kind of the same kind of team. I feel like Sacramento is a little deeper, and
Yeah.
them younger legs, like none of these dudes can guard the Aaron Fox, bro. It's like crazy, crazy fast, and it's killing them in the pick and roll. And what's the name? Draymond is having a time down there with Sabonis.
I agree.
Yes, he
He
is.
having a time down
Obviously.
there. So that's why I was
Getting
like,
work.
bro, they should have won game one because game one, Sabonis played like trash.
He did. He
They were
wasn't
supposed to
on
win
him.
that one. They were supposed to win that one. But the big games from De'Aaron Fox and Malik Monk got them out of that. Now, I don't believe Sabonis is going to play another game like that. Now, De'Aaron Fox don't got to go for 38 because Sabonis
Right.
going to get his regular. That shit just feel like it's a tough matchup for the Warriors, bro.
Very
I
much.
don't. For me, it's no shame in them losing to the Kings if they do lose. I ain't gonna look at them no different. I
Facts.
feel like people might feel like they
They
underachieved,
way out, huh?
but I would be like, bruh, they was wishy-washy all season. That's why they the 6th seed.
It's that roll record, bro. It's just so bad.
Mm-hmm.
That's the next game we're going to, the Clippers and Saints.
Well, I wanted to go to the Bucks. I wanted to go to
Oh,
the
Okay.
Bucks and the Heat real quick.
Bucks Heat.
We're not going to talk about this long, but apparently Giannis is questionable because he hurt himself in the game. He went up and he came down, and it was
Good old
It was-
contusion.
It was wrestler flat, bro.
When I came down.
Petty.
He's dirty.
Petty. Just petty. Just
Chris
petty.
dirty.
Just petty.
I dare you treat the 2-time MVP.
That was not me.
But he hurt himself, bro. That shit looked bad, and it was bad.
It was bad.
When Giannis went up and came down on his back, it was all bad. He tried to come back, he couldn't stay back in the game. He had to get out. They got him doubtful so far. With that being said, Tyler Hansbrough broke his hand.
Tyler Hero.
Yeah, he's
Tyler
out.
Hero. I don't know why I said Hansbrough. Man, I was watching a video on him earlier. But yeah. Where y'all think this is gonna go? Do y'all feel like the Heat gonna be able to pull this off? Because they got home court advantage now. Do y'all feel like the Heat gonna be able to pull this out?
No. Bucks.
You got the Bucks?
Got the Bucks in 6, man. I do
Even if
feel
Giannis
like,
does not return, you still got the Bucks in 6.
yes.
That's interesting. I feel like if
I'm not
Giannis
afraid.
doesn't return, I feel like I got the Bucks in 7.
I'm not afraid of.
Okay.
I'm not really afraid of playoff Jimmy. Even without Giannis, hey, if it's close, I know what Jimmy Butler gonna do. He gonna give me one game. He gonna give 150%. And the next game, this nigga is gonna be riding on E. It's just, it has not proven to be a great formula for the Heat. And I still feel like even without Giannis, Milwaukee has enough size that they could give the Heat a lot of problems. Bam Adebayo plays great. I love the motor. I love the hustle. He do be balling, but he ain't getting taller in the next couple of weeks. It just be killing me, bro. They're just a smaller team. And then I felt like, aside from Jimmy Butler, if you looking for somebody to score, it's probably Tyler Hero. Kyle Lowry's not what he used to be. I'm not looking for him to score no bunch of points. Who knows what's my man? They gave this dude all this money. I don't even remember his name. Is he coming off the bench anytime soon?
You talking about Duncan Robinson?
Duncan Robinson? Like, what's going on with that? Like, where is it gonna come from when it gets stagnant? Aside from Jimmy Butler, at this point,
Yeah, with no Tyler Hero, that makes it tough.
yeah. So I feel like, with the Bucks size, they can still get out of the first round. But I think Giannis, me personally, I think Giannis will be back in game 3. So
Yeah, regardless of the joke I told, Giannis is the best player in the NBA. I think he's gonna be back. Like I said when we were talking, I think he'll be back. I don't think he's gonna be back for this coming game, but I think the next game, which I still think that Milwaukee pulls it out without him. But the next game, I think he comes back in game 3, and he's going to be healthy enough. I feel like to push them through that game, and they win. They win in 6, like you're saying, with him coming back. But I think he does miss a game, but I think Milwaukee still pulls it out because they're more prepared for Giannis not being there. So I think they'll pull it out anyway. So nobody thinks that Milwaukee's in danger of going to the crib.
anybody?
There.
No, I'm still going Bucks.
Oh, okay.
They could lose, but I wouldn't pick Miami to come out. So I'm still picking Bucks.
All right, cool. But the next game we can talk about, them Suns and them Clippers. Them Suns and them Clippers. Woo! The Suns go down. I did not expect this, not game 1. I definitely expected them to have some trouble with the Clippers because, like I said, they do not have a lot of games under their belt. You're trying to work in KD, and they took that. Remember when they took that time off, and they was like, "Oh no, we're gonna try to rest them for the playoffs." Like, bro, you cannot get nothing together in the playoffs, bro. You have to do that. Develop your chemistry during the regular season, and then it comes to fruition in this game, man. They didn't know how to work Kevin Durant into when it came to crunch time. Like, I don't know if they feel like Kevin got to demand the ball or whatever the case may be, but they got to get that man the ball during crunch time, bro. He still was doing his thing. Yeah, what he finished with 27? Yeah, like 27, right?
11,
Mm-hmm.
27, 11, and like 6 or something like
6
that.
or 7, yeah.
Yeah, something like that.
So, bro, they got to find a way to get him the ball in that fourth quarter, man. He can't just be sitting there and being decoration. Like,
this is like I was telling you earlier, Chris. Man, KD, he gotta adapt some of that dog, bruh. Like, bruh, I understand. Hey, I don't need a lot, but for us to win, I need 20 shots a game. At minimum.
Yeah, it might be 20.
At minimum, 20 shots a game. Give me the ball. Man, I understand. Yeah, the Clippers, I expect it to be a good series. You know what I'm saying? I'm not counting them out. But hey, fuck them assists, man. Like, man, some of these double teams, I gotta make a statement. Pull up on your shit. Like, no, don't swing it. No, give it to me. He's got to get 20 shots a game, bro. At least 20. At least 20. This your best player. Like, this your best player. Most places where KD goes, he's going to be the best player. Even at this point in his career, with him being, 34? He's probably going to be the best player on your team still in most cases. Bruh, yes, Devin Booker is good. It's looking like this dude's, you're not going to be able to depend on CP3, dog.
It don't look like it.
You're not going to be able to depend on this man, bro. And now,
It does not look like it.
and then they got, second thing is, bruh, you cannot let Westbrook do all this extra shit. Bruh, if you would have woke up and the only stat you would have knew was from the game was, oh, Westbrook went 3 for 19. Oh, the Clippers definitely lost. That's what you saying. These boys lost. They done let Russ go out there and shoot a bunch of BS and blah, 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 blah. Yeah, this dude out-hustled everybody. Got all them crazy offensive rebounds towards the end of the game. Them boys were trying to feed Kawhi so bad. Russ kept getting the rebound and then just took it himself and then went and clutched the free throws. It's going to be tough. It's going to be tougher than I thought. Especially if Kawhi gonna play the way he playing too. Buddy playing ridiculous, bro. My thing is,
Kawhi
can
doing
he
his
keep
thing.
it up with the regimen that he's been running? Is there going to be a point that he runs out of gas? Is all I'm concerned. Because now you just done ramped it up. It's not like you in the playoffs now. You trying to get him. No, you got to be going. They need him to play like that every night. So I don't know. Home court advantage could easily come back, but KD, he gotta be the aggressor. I know he ain't usually the aggressor, but he gotta get some of that dog in him, man. He gotta do it. He gotta do it.
I agree. Brianna, any thoughts?
Well, first of all, I'm proud of my boy Russ. Even though he didn't play a great game, he played a pretty good game. I'm proud of him.
That ain't Chris's thing.
Even though he playing my boy, I still love Russ. I'm still rooting for Russ. But you know who I want to win. And I agree with y'all. He need to step up. Nigga, this is your team. Even though it's Devin Booker team, nigga, this is your team. I need you to do what you got to do so that we can win at the end of the day. He did great. He had a good game. But like you said, he needs to be aggressive, nigga. Give me the ball. It's the last couple minutes, nigga. I need the ball in my hand. Fuck all y'all other niggas.
Yep.
Give me the ball. That's how you got to be. I don't know if he's going to be that way. I hope he adapts that mentality ASAP. I know somebody telling him his Mama Wanda was there. I know she like, nigga, get your shit together. Fuck is you doing? Because that's how I would be with my son. Nigga, what's wrong with you? Don't pass that light skinned nigga the ball. What's wrong with you? Y'all know I still got the Suns winning.
That was hilarious.
Hey, you better sound like Mama Durant got more dog in her than KD do.
She do. I believe it. I believe it.
She just might. She just might. I see Sean just hopped into the panel, bruh. What you think about how this Clippers and Suns series is going, bro?
I heard everything Darius said. I agree with everything he said. Kawhi is balling. My only thing is not just on injuries, but how long will it last? That's the question. How long will it last? But I also see Russ might get him a game in, bro, where he's that dude. But other than that, shit, it's all right. I'm more in tune with my Lakers and the Kings little series, but you know, I'm not watching that shit. Fuck them niggas.
Lord Jesus.
Rihanna can't stand.
Sean, who do you have winning the game, Sean?
Winning the series. Who you got winning the series?
Okay.
You got the Suns.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, I got you.
I think I still got the Suns winning the series. I say they win the series in 7.
Darius.
They pull it out in 7.
Ooh, I ain't gonna lie. I wanna go for the upset, bro, but I feel like KD should be able to just step up, be the best player on the court, and that'll get them. I got Suns in 7.
Okay.
Blur. There.
Suns in 6. I guess Suns in 6.
Suns
get it together to win, man. It's gonna be tough.
Yeah, I feel like that's probably some of the best basketball the Clippers can play. And I don't think that's the best basketball that the Suns can play. I feel like the Suns can definitely play better. And I I do think they'll pull it out in like 6. I said 7, but it could be 6, but I'm going to go with 7 because I feel like Kawhi can have another big time game. Russ can still do what he do because we all know at this point, Chris Paul cannot stop Russell Westbrook. It's just not happening. Okay. He 89 years old. He 89 years old. Y'all know that, right? He is 89 years old out there trying to stop Russell Westbrook, who's already more athletic than him to begin with. But he out there trying to stop Russell Westbrook? No, he's not doing
Chris
that.
Paul aging like a car in the junkyard, boy. It's going down fast. I'm trying to tell you. I'm like, geez.
We're gonna talk a little bit more about those guys a little bit later on, though. But we're gonna have to go to the next series that we think about. So the Cavs and the Knicks, they're playing right now. I think right now too. So
they are.
The Knicks are up 1-0.
Mm-hmm.
So Darius's Knicks is up. Darius, I'm gonna go ahead and start with you because since it's your boys, are your boys gonna pull us out and get this victory over the Cavs and put New York back where it's supposed to be? They say, they're supposed to be on top of the basketball world. They're supposed to be in the second round. They go into the second round or what?
I'm gonna say, yeah, they are going to the second round. I do got them beating the Cavs. I do think it's gonna be a good series, 6 or 7 games. I don't know about putting the Knicks where they supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? I don't know about all that now. You got to crawl before you walk. You know what I'm saying? But if I know anything about the Knicks, man, the boys be hustling, man. They're a gritty team. Julius Randle, he's still working his way back. I still like the Cavs. I feel like the Cavs are straight. I feel like Evan Mobley is kind of, I don't know, see a little shaky right now. I also feel like Darius Garland and Donovan Mitchell is still kind of figuring it out. Like, whose team is this? Is this your team because you're supposed to be the draft pick and we're grooming you to be this, that, and the third? Or is it me because I'm the best player?
I think it's like a Friday situation. I think it's like, it's both ours. You know what I'm saying?
That's not going to work.
But who's Debo? Who is Debo? Debo's probably Donovan Mitchell because he's the only one dropping 40 pieces.
Hey, that's true. Right now, I think Darius Garland had 26 at the half. They're currently
he does have 26.
They're currently up 20, 68-47. I personally, y'all know me. I was the guy that said the Cavs was going to be a top 4 seed this year. They are. They did everything so far that I expected them to do. They've come out so far from what the score's looking like they've corrected some of their issues. Like I said, when I watched that game, the Cavs lost game 1 because they were not ready to rebound the ball. All the games I've seen them play this year, their big men play like big men. Mobley is he's up and down. He is still young. He's only like 20 years old, I think, because he came out after his freshman year. So he's like 20, 21 years old. So he's up and down. But I feel like he got big time potential. I definitely got the Cavs in this game. And I got the Cavs in the series. I think the Cavs pulled this one out in 6. So I think they end up winning it. They're going to get the next game. They're going to get this game, and they're going to get the next game. I think the Knicks get the next game, and the Cavs bring the rest of the games, and that's how it ends up going. Blair, who you got in this series, man? You got the Cavs or the Knicks?
Oh, that's a good one, man. I'm not 100% because you said the Cavs in 6, and they didn't look so hot against the Knicks, bro. And that's kind of tough. And they was at home, and they blew it. We're going to see what the next game brings about for those dudes. They're
currently up 19.
Yeah,
the Cavs.
19
court now, though.
But they still don't have home court advantage, so it just
correct.
Depends on what New York does when they go back to New York. I don't know. I don't trust Donovan Mitchell, so I've seen Jalen Brunson at least do something all the way to the finals, to the conference finals. So I'm gonna lean that way just in case.
Okay.
I don't really know. I feel like the Cavs should have the better team, but they're only a year removed from getting like bounced in the first round, I think. So I don't know if
in the play-in, you got bounced up the play-in.
I don't know if they're ready just yet to make that. I don't know if the Knicks are
That's
either,
fair.
but Jalen Brunson seems to at least be tournament tested. And he doesn't wilt under that particular pressure. So we'll see. I don't know about the rest of those dudes. Cavs game didn't look super great. I don't know, they got to go to New York. I know Donovan Mitchell and Stars love New York, but I don't know if everybody on the team loves New York.
That is completely fair because they are a young team. But who you gonna go with to win the series?
You say he's going with the Knicks.
Knicks. Okay. Brianna, where you gonna go?
I think I'm gonna go with the Cavs.
Okay, young legs. You going with the young legs? Sean, who you got?
I'm gonna go with the Cavs, man. And I only say that they do have star power. And Donovan Mitchell, he could throw up, as we've seen in the bubble, he could throw up 50 points at any time. So he can carry the team. I do agree with you guys on whose team is it, but I would have to lean with Donovan Mitchell, man. He's the superstar. He's filling the stands. He's filling up the bucket. Now Garland, he's a good Robin. I think it's a D-Wade, LeBron type situation for real. Like either one of them can be the captain of the team and take over any game at any time. And Mobley is your Chris Bosh. You know what I'm saying? So if them three-headed monsters play together, Mobley is young, but that's no excuse. This guy's 19 years old that's balling. So he just got to be more consistent, bro. But I got the Cavs winning it. I think this is going to be a dope series. I wouldn't even be surprised if it do go 7. But it's just like, man, they missing something in New York, man. I don't know what it is. I know RJ, he a beast. Julius he's good. I wouldn't say he's a superstar. Just like missing something, man. Bronson is good, man, but the type of money and all the shine that he was getting, he ain't no superstar. He remind me of like Lowry for the Heat. You know what I'm saying? Like he good, but he just ain't like that dude. Like he ain't top 5 point guard. Like they need somebody in New York that's top 5 in their position to really get them to like the Eastern Conference Finals, in my opinion. So this can go either way. I wouldn't be surprised if the Knicks do win it. I wouldn't even bet on this series, but I would if I was just to be picking a team. I'm going with Cleveland.
He's going with Cleveland. All right. I don't think we really need to have to talk about the 76ers versus the Nets. We all got the 76ers correct. I mean,
hold on.
Don't do my boys like that.
They got boys now. Oh, okay. Now they have boys now. Oh, okay. I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna leave it like this. Ain't nobody stopping my man Embiid. They are up 2-0. I see this. If they don't play around as a sweep, period. If they don't play around, it's a sweep.
What I'm gonna say is they're gonna beat the Nets. They probably won't beat nobody else. James Harden already started to play light booty. He done had some good flashes. Man, dude's shooting percentage is terrible already, bro. Already. And they win.
He don't never show up.
So just imagine when it's a little bit of pressure, man. I feel bad for Embiid. It's going to be like, dang, I thought this was going to be the year. He about to win the MVP and probably get bounced in the second round again.
Well, Sean, do you see it any differently?
Nah, bro. I got Philadelphia.
Yeah. I got Brianna, since they're your boys, you picking them to beat the 76ers?
No,
No.
not at all.
That's what I thought. Realistic. Blair? 76ers Nets?
Come on, bro.
Exactly. So let's move it on along. We gotta hit the topic that we all know Sean came here for. It's the Grizzlies versus the Lakers. The Grizz versus the Lakers. I watched every second of game one.
Mhm.
It was a very impressive showing. I did not see some of these young men coming out and playing like that. It's definitely typical of LeBron James game one. I'm gonna come out, I'm gonna fill him out, I'm gonna be passive, and I'm gonna just, do my thing. And that's just what he do. Like, I'm about to analyze what they're gonna do and how they're gonna attack me. And what they decided to do was to double LeBron and double AD, which I did not understand. I mean, I understood it, but I don't think that's the best way about going how to beat them. Ja actually injured his hand on a layup attempt or a dunk attempt. He tried to dunk on AD. He's doubtful for game two. Like I said, Brianna, this is my finals pick. I was very close to pick the Kings. I'm going with the Lakers. I'll say the Lakers if I'm not sure. I think they could sweep the Grizzlies, man. They can sweep the Grizz. Just like we was watching the game and earlier Darius was like, bro, why was he talking stuff to LeBron? Why was he talking stuff to LeBron? What was Dylan doing? Why don't he just shut up? What is wrong with you? Why would you talk to him like that? Of all people on the court, leave him alone. And I think LeBron gonna have a big game too, and I think they probably gonna sweep the Grizz, man. Especially since my man got hurt and hurt his hand. That looked gross. That looked absolutely gross. I don't see how he plays in game two. It was absolutely nasty. Blair, what you think about this, man? You think the Grizz gonna be able to take some, or they take the series?
If Ja doesn't play, they lose, bro. Straight up. I feel like if they lose another game, they might be in trouble. If they lose this next game in Memphis, it's probably over. And that's just unfortunate.
Yeah.
So it don't look like he's playing, so I'm going to go LA.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to play.
I thought the Grizz had it too. They seem to be right on time. But I guess 2 years in a row he got hurt, so.
Yeah, he already got his money. Brianna, how you see it going? How you see it playing out?
Going with the Grizzlies.
The Grizzlies!
Big Grizz.
Big Grizz.
I'm going with the Grizzlies. Look at Sean. Sean come in the camera for this. Sean ain't been in the camera this whole time. He gonna come in the camera. I think even without Ja, they play good. Like they win games without Ja. Do they need Ja? Yes, of course. You always need your star player. But I'm gonna put my money on them young boys.
Brianna, Bron was playing around in game one.
And listen, I don't care who you is. Dylan need to talk shit to all them niggas. Fuck all y'all niggas. I don't care who you is, what you do. I'm talking shit to everybody. Fuck all y'all.
You get that man's feelings
hurt. That's just what it is.
Which is gonna happen.
It is what it is.
Feelings hurt.
It's not like he's a shitty player. He plays good.
There's only
if he was some bookie, then I'd be like, nigga, you cannot talk shit, nigga. You ain't even all that. He's a good player. I'm talking shit to everybody. Fuck all y'all niggas. I don't care.
Wait a minute now. Wait a minute. I gotta ask this question.
Go
Who
ahead.
better, Draymond Green or Dylan Brooks?
Dylan Brooks. Draymond is some trash. I can't stand that nigga.
She tripping. He tripping. Don't be mad at the man because he called your boy a bitch. Like, come on
That
now, man.
Draymond is gonna get you. Draymond is gonna get you 8 points. He ain't going above 8 points.
8.
He gonna get
And
you
his
8.
impact, his
Good
impact
check.
is still greater than anything
get you
Dylan
8
Brooks has ever
points.
done in his career.
Get you 8 points. Dylan career just started. That nigga still
And he basically run the point.
He also got Steph Curry and Klay Thompson. Too.
That's true. But I'm taking Draymond. I'm just had to ask that question because you called. You know what I'm saying?
Only thing I was gonna say is, yeah, they play good without Ja, but now you without Ja and you without Steven Adams.
Yes.
I feel like even with Ja, it was gonna be tough because you needed Steven Adams in this series.
Yeah,
I agree.
Right.
Because now Jaren Jackson Jr. had like that offensive game where like, I need that one out of you this game. He had it and they lost. And now you want him to continue. You're going to need him now to continue that and also guard Anthony Davis the most because you don't got a Steven Adams. And I just feel like it's just too much for him, man. It's unfortunate. But Lakers in 5, man. Damn.
Listen.
Chris, like
Mr. Glass is unreliable. All they need him to do is fall one time. They just need that nigga to fall one time.
He is no longer Mr. Glass. He is now Wolverine. Did you not see what happened?
When he broke his it came back out like nothing happened.
Listen, this man separated his shoulder. Came back like Iron Man.
I'm good.
7 blocks. Going crazy.
Hey,
crazy,
you cannot
dog.
knock. You said my man rose up like the Undertaker. You thought he was dead. And then
came back, bro.
John, I'm gonna give you the last word, my boy, because it is your Lakers.
Blair didn't go.
Oh yeah, that's right. Blair didn't go. There you go.
Don't try to sneak it up now.
My bad.
I thought we talking about out of the Lakers game.
Yeah,
he did. He said Lakers. He said LA.
Lakers.
Yeah. He said the Grizzlies.
He
said he said the Grizzlies ain't. They ain't beating. Mm-hmm.
Of course I'm going with the Lakers. Like, bro, my shit gonna stand strong to the end. I'm still, I'm gonna rock with my boys.
Ride with him, Sean. Ride with him, Sean.
I'm gonna ride with him. But I do say this for AD. He took that charge as a man, even though y'all call him Mr. Glass. He took that charge as a man and popped back up. Even after the injury, he came right back out of that tunnel. He could have stayed in there. He done got some cortisone shots or whatever. Something happened. I don't know what it was. But shit, he came out and he balled out defensively. Like I said, I like what the bench did. So I do respect the trades with Mrs. Bus and everybody else. So yeah, they helped out the bench tremendously. But yeah, I'm going with the Lakers all the way. But I ain't gonna sleep on them and say Lakers in 5. I think we might end up getting a little lazy. It might give up 2 games, bro. I think we might just give up 2 games, but we still going to the show though.
Man, I feel like LeBron's gonna try to do the same thing he did in game 1. Get everybody in that thing. And if they go up 2-0, man, they crushing them in LA, dog.
Yeah.
I think they gonna crush them in LA. Health is the only thing for the Lakers, for me. As long as they can stay healthy, man, they'll match up problem for everybody in the West, for real. It's gonna make it tough.
It's the health factor, man.
the more they play like they played in that first game, the better it's gonna be for LeBron. Cause you need him when you need to make like your final push. You're gonna need him to be as fresh as he could be. I feel like that's what he doing. I feel like he kind of nudging AD, like, hey, bro, like, come on now. Hey, this is your horse. It's time for you to be the horse, man. I need you to be the horse. I'm gonna be there with you. You know what I need. I need you to do this though.
Mm-hmm. And I feel like the what do y'all feel like the rest since they play what they play on Sunday? Now they play next time they play is on Wednesday. Who you think it helps the rest helps out more? You think it helps out the Grizzlies more? Or you think it helps out the Lakers more?
I say the Lakers.
The Grizzlies, if Ja could get back, but
I don't see that happening, man. I really think they gonna look more to his future. It's a beautiful thing y'all made it to the playoffs, but I think they need to. If they play that man, they don't give a fuck about him. I put it like that.
That's
Yeah,
why
I thought he broke his fingers, bro. I thought he broke at least 3 of his fingers.
He said in the interview that he haven't even used his hand yet.
Oh.
See, and that's my thing. I feel like if Steven Adams wasn't hurt, it'd be one thing. Maybe you try to push it a little bit, see how far you can go. But he was already gonna have to like go over the top to try to beat the Lakers. Now you asking even more of him with the hurt hand. It's just like it ain't worth
too
the
much.
risk. Yeah.
So y'all don't have faith in Bane and Brooks and Jackson?
Fuck no.
Only man that I'll say I got any amount of faith in is Jackson.
Well, you asking him to be LeBron.
But I'm not saying to win. I'm just saying to play well. I'm just saying to play well.
And
Mr. Jackson. Everybody else
and guard this 7-foot monster on the other end. Come on, man. Them boys. One pick and roll. Desmond Bain be on LeBron, and somebody little be on AD. And it's just, what are they supposed to do? What are they supposed to do?
Double team every time is what's
happening.
Don't matter.
It don't matter. AD turn around, fade away 8 times a game.
Or they gonna kick it out to AR-15?
That game is not the best to watch the way they play. It's just
yeah. Well, y'all know what we got to do. We gonna move on, and we got to talk about this topic that my man Darius brought up. Something he has seen on the intranet. So, in their careers, who has been the better basketball player? Russell Westbrook or Christopher Paul? Who do you got? Anybody step forward. Say your piece.
Got Russ all day.
No.
Russ all day, he says.
Russ all day.
Why is it Russ all day?
Look at the awards. If we going by individual, look at the awards. Yeah, I know Chris Paul got like 13
what I tell you
All-Star games or some shit like that, and Russ got about 9.
So I think it's like he got like 13 or 12 All-Stars. He got like 11 All-NBAs. Russ is 9-time All-Star, 9-time All-NBA. MVP. I feel like that's big.
Enough said. He Mr. Triple-Double. What can we say? What can we put a Mr. to with Chris Paul?
Hey, but
point guard.
They call this man the point guard, bro.
The point guard ain't got you no chips, ain't even smelt the chip.
And neither did Mr. Triple Double.
The chip, I feel like we excluding the chips. That's why I feel like we can.
Yeah, the chips is out. Okay, the chips is spilled.
Like that's why we can have this argument. Because if one of them had a chip, that would put them over the other one automatically.
I still have to go with Russ. But it's crazy as it sounds. If I was to do a franchise even 5-6 years ago, I would go with Chris Paul, if that makes any sense. You know what I'm saying? And the reason being because you can set a team gonna perform better with Chris Paul than it would with Russ.
Correct.
Agreed.
That's all I can say.
See, I kind of agree with you, Sean. In some ways, I might feel like Chris Paul is personally the better player, given what he does. But when you go to the career, for me, the MVP does mean a lot because you can tic-tac, okay, all-star games and all NBAs. Yeah, Russ got scoring champs. Chris Paul got steals leaders, assist champs, all this good stuff, triple-double. One thing that my boy Chris always saying is, hey, how do you compare to your peer? Chris Paul sometimes has been like, yes, I am the best point guard. He has never been, hey, I'm better than everybody. Russ has an MVP, which means that they felt like this year I was better than everybody. All the point guards, all the shooting guards, everybody in the league. It was me.
Well, let's go over the accolades. Let's go over the accolades to make it perfectly clear on what these guys have done in their careers. Russell Westbrook has in 2017 he has 1 MVP, 9 All-Star games, 2-time All-Star game MVP, 2 first-team All-NBAs, 5 second-team All-NBAs, 2 third-team All-NBAs, All-Rookie Team, 2-time NBA scoring champion in 2015 and 17, 3-time assist leader, 18, 19, and 21.
Dang.
And he's a member of the All-NBA 75 team. I mean,
how many times he been MVP runner-up too, though, bro?
That doesn't they haven't showed that, but I understand what you're saying. He's been in the running.
Probably one more.
Yeah, probably 3 times. I would say
probably
3 times.
Runner up, I would say one more. He's been in the conversation probably every time he got that triple-double shit.
Yeah, and that was 4 years. Well, except the last year. The last year they didn't really get it to because it was the Wizards. Then Chris Paul is a 12-time All-Star.
Hey, hold on, pause real quick. Hold on, pause. Mm-hmm. How long has Chris Paul been in the league? How long has Russ been in the league? That also factors too, bro.
You are right, but we all know, and let's be real, Russ ain't making no more All-Star games. And neither is Chris Paul.
I ain't gonna agree with that.
Okay.
I agree.
That's so cute. But Chris Paul been in the league since 2005. Russ been in the league since 2008.
That ain't that bad.
I mean, Chris is still, no matter how long he been in the league, he still got 12 All-Star appearances, 1 All-Star game MVP, 4 first-team All-NBAs, 5 second-team All-NBAs, 2 third-team All-NBAs, 7-time All-Defensive First Team.
That's
I'm going to say that again. 7-time first-team All-Defensive Team. 7 times. 2 times second-team All-Defense. Rookie of the Year on the All-Rookie Team. 5-time assist leader. 6-time steals leader. And also, he is a member of the top 75 All-NBA team of all time. So, this is a tough one, man. This is really, really hard. That MVP, man, that's a stop. But I started thinking, like, how many years did I really, truly believe that Russell Westbrook was just a better player than Chris Paul? And bro, I ain't gonna say 0.
I'm not even gonna lie to you, bro. I told y'all it ain't Russ for me, cause it's Chris Paul. Because Russ is not a team guy, bro. Like again, if you want to hybrid him, not call him a point guard, because he's not a real point guard, bro. He's not like a true point guard. Yeah. So because Russ was so high usage. Like I say, man, if you got the ball in your hand like 50% of the time and you can't get 10 assists, you butt cheeks. you straight up butt cheeks, bro, or you ain't trying. One or the other. Like if your job is to get somebody the ball and you got the ball 50% of the time and you can't get 10 assists, that's bad. That's actually really bad.
So you saying you like Chris Paul more because of the team success?
I like Chris Paul more because I feel like
Chris Paul
yeah, exactly.
Because of the team success.
No, that's the problem, bro. Neither one of those dudes won a ring. We have to talk about what effect they had on the game. Like it's not about if we're not ring counting and we just counting what player is for what player is. Chris Paul and Russell Westbrook are two completely different players, bro. Yes, if you have to pick one to run your team, you ain't picking Russell Westbrook. I don't care what day, what year it was. You'll never pick Russell Westbrook over Chris Paul. Running your
team, we saying who's had the better career.
Chris Paul, bro.
I personally,
again, it depends on. Are you talking about?
I think it's very close.
Do you think individual stats make a career, or do you think team success makes a career? Because Russ's team have not been successful.
It's a combination of the two.
I can also say, even though Chris Paul, because I saw somebody make this point too, Chris Paul's teams, he has made teams better, but also. We can all agree that because Russ, nobody gonna say that they saw this coming out of Russ from UCLA. Most people, you never saw him becoming an MVP or triple double, or maybe not even all these all-star teams. You knew Chris Paul was gonna be good, so I feel like.
That question, then you're then changing the question of who surprised you.
I'm not. I'm going off of what you gave me. Okay. So, in a sense, you would say, I think some people look at it like maybe they expected if you're going to go from the team aspect and leading your team, some people might say they expected more from Chris Paul. Then he gave them.
Yeah, but that all falls into like you would expect him to win a ring. That's exactly true. They would expect Russ to win one, especially when he was KD and with KD and they went to the conference finals all them years. It just didn't work, bro. Like my thing is
because as far as team success, them boys got kind of the same resume. Both of them been to the finals one time. Russ done been to 4 conference finals. So it ain't like he ain't. It's just like he been to that one finals and that's it. He done been to the Western Conference
but in those conference finals, do you call Russ an add or a subtract, bro? Because Russ cost them a lot of those games.
I say the same thing about CP3.
I don't think Chris Paul cost them a lot. Chris Paul ain't supposed to be scoring 30. That ain't what he's there for. He's not supposed to be the dude clutching the games down. That's not his position. That's not Russ's position either.
But that don't mean that he ain't supposed to play good or that he ain't supposed to come in clutch.
Other people just didn't play better. Russ would shoot you out of the game. He would. It doesn't matter if you're willing to take the last shot. If you have a terrible jump shot, just because you're willing to take the shot in the last 5 seconds of the game, and you have a terrible shot, does not mean you should take that shot.
And if you can take the shot and you haven't come through for your team, you leaving them stuck in the same boat.
My thing is, what are we grading it on? What is your criteria for the grade?
I'm just saying personally, who you think had the better career?
I personally think Chris Paul had a better career.
Yeah,
I don't know what I expected for Chris Paul, but I didn't expect I thought he would be a good point guard. Did I expect him to be, 12-time All NBA on some level? Not necessarily. Did I expect all this stuff? Not necessarily. He never won an MVP, but I never considered Chris Paul the best player in the league. Russell Westbrook won the MVP, but would y'all have considered him the best player that year, or was it because he averaged a triple-double?
That's true.
If you averaging a triple-double,
if that's the case, he would have 3 MVPs. If the triple-double weighs that much, he would then have 3 MVPs. It does not. They didn't wait after the first season. They stopped waiting.
Like we said, in those 3 years, he was probably also in that conversation. A conversation that Chris Paul.
That second year, James Harden won it because he was on that fucking triple-double shit.
He didn't have a triple-double. The reason Russ won it is because he averaged a triple-double, bro. That's why
I agree, but that man, that's hard to do, bro, through a whole fucking season.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that's not hard to do. But does that mean you're gonna have a winning season? No.
Right.
Look at the records during those seasons. Like when Russ has carried a team solo, he has never made it out of the first round.
But the man have been to 4 conference finals. How many is Chris Paul?
I agree with that.
So for me, that's like a wash. It's like a wash. It don't matter.
Well, I can't say that. I can't say that because I can't say that because I feel like Russ has played with more talent.
You said Russ did what?
I feel like Russ played with better players.
I don't know about that, Chris. You gonna tell?
I don't know about that either.
I don't know about that either.
What you mean? Who's on the level of Kevin Durant that Chris Paul played with? Go. Nobody. That's what I'm saying.
But that's not the only person that Russ has played with. You act like Chris Paul. You act like Chris Paul has never.
He played with Chris Paul. Wait a minute. I understand what I'm saying is
talent.
No. What I'm saying is you talking about you talking about women. You talking about the years. Wait a minute. You talking about the 4 times he went to the conference finals, right? You went to
all of those teams were top tier.
Blake and they're all
Ray Jordan.
And none of them were better than the teams that Russell was on, is what I'm saying.
Him and James Harden, that team is top tier. Chris Paul playing with Kevin Durant right now.
I understand that. And Chris Paul is 97 years old, man. I just said he's 97. He ain't doing nothing out there. He walking the ball up and walking it back.
Hold on.
He's 97.
He was the same old dude when he went to the finals. He was the same old dude when he just went to the finals, and we giving him credit for it. So if he go as an old dude, I don't want to hear that shit.
So you mean to tell me if Chris, wait a minute, hold up now. If we switch them and you put Chris Paul where Russell Westbrook was at playing with KD in the OKC years.
Both of these dudes.
Wait a minute. I'm gonna make a key point here. Let me make a key point.
Go ahead.
Down the stretch, KD ain't got to worry about a nigga taking the shots. Because if Chris Paul take the shot, he gonna make that shit. You ain't gotta worry about nobody turning the ball over because Chris Paul don't turn the ball over. You know how many turnovers? That your boy Russell Westbrook averaged the year he won his MVP? 5. He had 5 turnovers a game. That boy turned the ball over too much.
Did you not watch the finals 2 years ago where they literally talked shit about Chris Paul for turning the ball over too much?
That's one instance. How many other times did you see him have that type of problem? That's one instance. I'm talking about for the career.
We're talking about career-wise. We know that Russ makes dumbass decisions. That's just who we know. That nigga makes dumbass decisions. We're still talking about career-wise.
That makes a difference. That makes a difference when you're playing with KD in his prime. Come on, y'all. Don't. That's an extra possession for KD to shoot a 3 or shoot a jumper.
Both of these dudes played with KD. KD was better than both of them when both of them played for them. Russ made it to the finals with KD and the conference finals 4 times.
Facts.
Let's see what Chris
did. He's really pulling me off now.
Y'all want to hear do right? Wait a minute. You cannot compare what Russ got to play with KD and what Chris is playing with KD. KD is, let's be real, he kind of been Mr. Glass over the past couple of years. Chris Paul is 95 years old playing out there with KD.
95
It
now.
doesn't matter. Let me but listen, it does not matter. It doesn't matter that he's 87 years old. He still can do his job.
What are you? Wait a minute, y'all. What are we expecting from Chris Paul right now?
Chris Paul the credit.
Running point. All we need you to do is run point, nigga. Be the floor general.
That's all he. But wait a minute.
I don't
what
need
did
you to
and
give
what
me
did you expect
45
from Russ?
points, nigga, because I know you can't.
Facts. What did you expect from Russ when it was him and KD back in the day?
To be number 2?
To be number 2. What is Chris Paul right now? Is he number 2?
No.
Is he number 3?
Not.
He probably
number 4.
He looking more like DeAndre Ayton, ain't shit.
And he's old.
So I'm mad.
That's not fair, y'all. I'm supposed to be apples to apples.
Hold on.
That's
I'm supposed to be mad because I'm supposed to be
I'm
mad.
not expecting anything from this man.
I'm supposed to be mad because Russell Westbrook has an ability to do more right now. I'm supposed to punish Westbrook for that. I'm supposed to just give Chris Paul a pass. Well, he an old ass nigga. That's what I'm supposed to do. That's what I'm supposed to do.
What I'm saying is it's not a fair comparison.
He's just an old ass nigga. Even at 87 years old, I bet you we still taking Chris Paul to be our point guard over Russell Westbrook.
Yeah.
Okay,
thank you for helping me and Blair's point. Thank you very much.
What we say,
me personally, I'm going with Chris.
You're just trying to tell me about how
I'm going with Chris, but it's very close.
You not expecting nothing from Chris Paul. We just all talked about how Chris Paul was one of the reasons that they lost in the finals for turning the ball over and for being ass at shooting.
When he was 94 years old.
So when he was
old.
90, so when
now,
he was
that is 94, fair. That is fair.
So
that's fair. That's fair. I'm fucking around, but that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah. So when he was at 94, when he was still only 40, what was the excuse then?
His teams weren't good enough. His teams were never good enough.
This man played. This man was up 3-2 on the Warriors. This man had multiple runs with Clippers teams who we've agreed on the show underachieved. What are you talking about?
Wasn't Russell Westbrook up 3-1 in the conference finals?
That's why I feel like it's even, Chris. They both have been through the same shit.
I understand. Okay?
So who's your preference? If it's even.
So who's your pick, Chris? Chris Paul?
I'm going Chris Paul. Because he plays better defense. Russ is better on O, but I'm going Chris Paul. It's very close. It's like razor's edge stand for me.
I'm going Russell Westbrook. I feel like the individual accolades are close, but like Chris always be talking about, hey, when did they consider you the best of your peers? At one point, Russell Westbrook was considered better than everybody. Chris Paul was never considered that or never in that conversation probably.
But I feel like
the year he won, did you think that he was the best player in the league?
I feel like he deserved it because of the triple-double.
I felt like he deserved it. But I will say this. I feel like Chris Paul was the best point guard in the league for a very much longer than Russell Westbrook was considered one of the better players in the league. I feel like Russ had like a 5-year run, I would say. Is that fair?
I ain't going to say that. I'm going to say Chris Paul, most of those years, you probably will take him over Russell Westbrook. But Russ is in them conversations just because we've always said, aside from the shooting, because back then, even aside from he was still a terrible shooter, but at least then he was still getting them points. Like now, he don't get the points. So it's like, bro, you taking all these shots. It ain't like you was taking all these shots, but you was still at least giving me 25. Now this nigga giving you 10 on 3 of 17. And you like, you know what I'm saying? Just like Chris Paul, like you say, he going out there looking like Uncle Drew, but he playing like you. Cowardly dog, because he old.
He so Chris like, Paul.
For me, I feel like the resumes close, the MVP put it over the top for me.
Agreed.
I at this point, I can't be mad if you feel that way. I feel you. I definitely feel you. You know, for me, it's hard for me to get there. It's hard for me to get there.
It's tough, man. Point guard versus Russell Westbrook.
Bruh.
Who you got, Brianna?
Well, you know how we do. Moving on.
You know who she got. Go ahead and say it, Brianna. You know who she got. You ain't even got to guess or even ask this girl. Go ahead. Say what you gonna say.
Y'all know I'm going with Russ. But it's only because of what Darius said. Yes, that MVP puts him over the top because he was better than everybody else off of that MVP. And individually, if I had to pick a point guard for my team, of course it would be the floor general, Chris Paul. But career-wise, I'm going with Russell.
That's fair. And I just choose to go with the guy with more All-Star games, more first-team All-NBAs, more.
You almost had me with them all defensive teams. Now you know how I feel about that defense, bro.
Boy, y'all
that's why I said it, boy. That's why I had to say it. I had to whip it out on y'all. You
know how I feel. You know how I feel about that all defensive team.
Oh, yeah.
And I feel like both of them just had it's tough stats. 7 defensive teams, that's tough.
9. You got 2 second teams too.
9 defensive teams, that's tough. You know, all these all NBAs between them, multiple scoring championships, that's tough. 4 years triple-double, man, that's tough, bro. Like,
hey, I can't take nothing from neither one of them dudes. This is razor thin. Just me personally. What did it for me is the defensive first teams, and he just has more accolades, whether we like it or not. It's just that Russ got that big one. That MVP weighs heavy out here, but Chris got more first team all NBAs. Chris got more. Russ is not even on a defensive team at all. He led the league in steals 6 times. Like, I like players that play on both sides of the ball, bruh. And he a floor general, and he don't turn the ball over like that. So his decision making is better. It's just, but Russ is athletic and super stupid, and got all the energy, and it's gonna all give you everything he got every game, no matter who you playing. So
Russ play like how you want your dude to play on 2K.
Yes.
Do everything.
Facts. But anybody else got anything to say left on the show, man? Anybody got something they need to say, something to get off their chest? Well, we gonna move it on up out of here. Thank y'all for watching. Continue to like, share, and subscribe.
Hey, Mr. Brown, go ahead and pay Burrow, dog. Get it on over with. Get it on over with,
man. About to drop, bro. This dude Joe Burrow about to have Cincinnati cap space so drawn up, dog. Boys gonna have
we
to
don't get out the mud. Well, we got some hustlers gonna put some money in them pockets.
Word on the street is they're about to wrap up the contract with T. Higgins. So that's good news for me, and I'm gonna appreciate that, Mike Brown. Appreciate you. Keep spending that money, my boy. Don't get cheap on me now. I'm trying to win.
Somebody ain't gonna get paid, bro.
I'm trying to win, be? Sean. Like I've been saying from the jump, man. It's the good times, baby. It's the good times. Enjoy right here.
Go ahead and hang up.
Continue to like, share, and subscribe.
Oh my God.
Bengals out, baby. Yeah.
How you talking trash from outside the club? You can't even get in.